Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be reacting to a video of Wade reacting to Ariel Helwani discussing with Canelo about Jake Paul. And me, as you know on this channel, anything Jake Paul, I'm with it. I'm going to react to it. I'm going to see what's up. We've not heard from Jake for a while. He was supposed to fight this year, and we've not heard any announcement. So I am worried that his injury with AJ may have stopped him. Right, Jake currently is still shooting his videos in his ranch. Let's see, where is it? Jake. Yeah, he's still... In fact, it's even been 12 days since he posted, so this is not good. It's not good that we've not gotten a fight announcement. So I am worried. And I'm going to react to this podcast with President Trump, and this was the last time he fought, so I'm worried. 7 months, 8 really when you think about it. So let's watch this. So shout out Wade. Let's see what Wade has to say. Wade no longer works with Most Valuable Promotions. According to his words, he got fired for talking smack about Jake, which he just can't help himself, and that's really how he got his career started. I've done that video before. We've covered that video already. I can show you. Very old video, but that's, I mean, Jake made Wade, if I can use those words. Slandering Jake is what got Wade the recognition. So I covered this a while back. That said, let's watch this.
Now, talk about Canelo Alvarez on Ariel Helwani's show today, because I think there's a lot of interesting topics that they brought up and I want to break down. We're talking Canelo's favorite boxers, his boxing Mount Rushmore. We're talking, by the way, let's kick the light on, Cacao. We're talking about Canelo's thoughts on Floyd Mayweather's expenses and finances. But more so than that, we're talking about a warning that Canelo Alvarez apparently sent Jake Paul on this show, which is going to lead me to believe that Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul are going to fight at some point. I've told you guys this for years.
No. No. Let's go. Let's fucking go finally.
I've said it for 3 or 4 years now, I feel like, that the end goal here for Canelo and Jake is to fight each other, and that it was going to happen more than likely. So I definitely want to hear his thoughts on this. We're just going to go through this entire interview, clip by clip, maybe not sit through the whole deal, but clip by clip, and see what Big Canelo is talking about on Ariel's show today before he has his fight with Billy coming up soon. But I want to see what his thoughts are on the Jake Paul call-outs, on the Terrence Crawford fight, on, again, this boxing Mount Rushmore, and the Floyd Mayweather situation. Let's talk about it all, the breakdown.
Introducing clip B.
Now, I'm more interested in what he has to say with Jake, and Wade understands this. Once he has Jake Paul on his thumbnail or in his title, we are going to click. So I'm really more interested in the Jake Paul stuff. Do I really have to sit through 30 minutes? I wonder. Let's see.
Say a big thank you to the sponsor of today's.
No, we're not doing that.
Very organized with my training camps, and I wasn't ready to be in the training camp, so that's why
It looks like anybody, I don't know if they did this on purpose, but anybody that sits in this guest chair for Ariel looks like they're wearing the king's crown. It's kind of fire.
postponed the fight because I need to attend first family, and then but all good now, ready to train, and we want to be October 31.
Oh, that's the goal. Halloween.
Yeah,
Halloween, baby. That's kind of crazy. Canelo taking over Halloween. I did find it interesting when Canelo moved off his historical, Mexican Independence Day weekend in September. That's his stomping ground, right? That's where he butters that bread. That's where you want payday. I know this. That's where he made his living, man. So I was surprised when they moved off it, but I guess, some kind of personal issue with Canelo. You got to respect it.
Okay, that's the new day. That's the new day.
El Dia de los Muertos, pendejo. Okay.
We sometimes we go out of bases. You know what I mean? I did everything good in the training camp, but my mind wasn't there.
Why not?
You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to do this. I have to get back on Twitter. I lost my channel. So, it's really bad. But I hopefully will get it back one day. But this is taking too long. So, I am going
The same thing.
Okay, no. So, let's check Jake Paul. Jake Paul. Oh, Jake is back? This was 3 days ago.
When we set up MVP, the focus was how do we create an entity that can assimilate into any big event and represent talent and athletes the right way.
Thank you to our team at MVP who live a fighter first ethos, who work 24/7, sometimes 365. To my partner Jake Paul. He is 28 years old and
Oh, his birthday, right?
he has used his platform, his money, and his time to push all of these women in this entire sport for women's boxing.
Isn't it fucking obvious who the kings of this sport are and build the biggest careers and make the fighters the most amount of money? MVP is just getting warmed up and you're going to see a lot of us, so be prepared because this is the takeover.
If I had to build a bitch, that's how I build that bitch.
Ooh, AJ, let's go.
That's how I build
He hits him.
that bitch.
He hits him.
If I had to build a bitch, that's how I build that bitch. If I had to build a bitch, that's how I build that bitch. Yeah. Whole lot of self-esteem, whole lot of potential, whole lot of confidence in the Rose Star presidential. Whole lot of love, whole lot of control.
Oh my god, I'm worried about the copyright. Not really. So, but I'm looking for the clip. Ankara Messi, oh god. Let's see. Canelo on Jake.
He's gonna start talking.
Sure.
I don't really want to be into that.
I understand.
Because, like I said, I respect everybody, and it's not the fight we need to talk.
Do you think at some point it would make sense?
At that point, I told you.
At the end, maybe.
No, at that point,
Meaning, like at the end of these fights here, do you think?
no,
like,
not anymore.
No, now you're done.
He need to think about fighting again. But it's his life, not my life, right?
Sure. After breaking his jaw.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a mistake?
Yes, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's just facts. It's not opinions, nothing. It's already happened. So
It was too
was a
big of a
mistake.
step.
Was a mistake thinking about you're really a fighter. He can fight. And he can make money. You know what I mean? He's a showman, and he did really well. But to be a real fighter is different.
And to fight a guy like AJ,
Yes.
gold medalist, heavyweight champion, former heavyweight champion, it was just too big of a jump,
Yeah.
right? And he made it like there's a possibility if he fights again and breaks it again, now you can
That
live
could be.
forever with a chronic jaw problem.
Yeah.
So he has to think twice.
Yes.
In your opinion.
Yes.
Do you think he's done good for the sport?
I think yes. I don't see anything bad about it. You know.
Is that really what we want to hear? I'm not seeing anything too bad. But I'm not liking all this talk of NFL. I'm not that interested in the NFL. But I guess that's the clip. So let's see what Wade has to say on that.
I don't know. I feel like I wasn't there. It just happened, right? And I need to
By the
learn
way, great questions from Ariel, because I'm in the same boat. I'm like, how, bro?
about now.
Yap style videos are hitting millions.
To be involved in that kind of stuff. I don't really. Don't lie to the people because boxing is boxing, and that's why the UFC fighters want to come and fight in a boxing match. So, talk about with my friend about that fight with Jake Paul and anything, and he said, "No, I hope when they."
It seems like the friend is kind of the asshole here.
All right, here we go. Finally.
Challenged a high-level fighter, not just a fighter, Anthony fucking Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, which is a different echelon of fighting. It doesn't mean that Jake's not a fighter, but I think maybe what Canelo's trying to say is that he's not a high-level fighter. Or maybe he just flat out thinks he's not a fighter. I don't know. Of course, you glaze your employer. Hey, numbnuts. I got that from Ryan Garcia. I don't work with MVP anymore. I don't work with anybody. I employ myself. I am the employer. And also your father. Tell your mother I'll be home later. But you do see, again, a bit of the kind of side eye that guys like Canelo still give Jake because they're like, no, bro, he's not a fighter. He's not what we are. He's a showman. He's a, marketer, whatever. So I guess Canelo maybe truly doesn't believe he's a fighter. I don't know, that's pretty interesting. But at the same time, it's always been the thing that is said about Jake. He can fight, but these boxers that are, legends in the game, they don't believe necessarily he's a fighter. And I know that irks Jake too, because one thing he's always wanted to do is earn the respect of like the boxing hierarchy. I know that. So I bet this would fucking piss him off.
And to fight.
No, so that's the thing, right? People talk about Jake wants the respect of boxing hierarchy, right? Uncle Chill said it already. I know it. The world knows it. But the fact that Wade still talks like this, let me show you guys something. Let's listen to that again, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
In the game, they don't believe necessarily he's a fighter. And I know that irks Jake too, because one thing he's always wanted to do is earn the respect of like the boxing hierarchy. I know
Okay.
that. So I bet this would fucking piss him off.
Now, why should Jake Paul be pissed off, right? He gave AJ the biggest payday of his life. He put on the biggest boxing event for women. First headline of women at Madison Square Garden. Then watch this. Daniel Dubois. Jake Paul. Just watch this. Daniel Dubois calls out Jake Paul. Heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois has confirmed that he's serious about fighting Jake Paul. That's one. 2. Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev called out Jake Paul. Artur Beterbiev lives on why he called out Jake Paul as he makes U-turn on fight. Right? So, Daniel Dubois and Artur Beterbiev see Jake Paul as an opponent. They see him as someone who they would like to fight. Even Crawford says he would fight Jake Paul for 200 million. So what are we talking about? So Jake doesn't need to look for anyone's respect. Jake doesn't need to be pissed off that Canelo is saying this. After all, Canelo did sign to fight Jake Paul. He signed last year. He did. Look. Canelo nixes Jake Paul fight, signs with Riyadh season. He was slated to meet Jake Paul. He ran. Canelo Alvarez ran away from Jake Paul. So, can you tell me what respect Jake Paul needs? Jake doesn't need anyone's respect. He's got it already. He's gotten the respect of Canelo, who signed. Canelo signed to fight May 3rd in Las Vegas. A deal was being finalized and the formal announcement imminent. So he ran away to fight Mbili. Who the fuck is Mbili? So thank you. We don't need the respect. We got it already.
To fight a guy like AJ.
Yes.
Gold medalist.
Yeah, good point. If Jake's not a fighter, why were you trying to fight him? That's a good point.
Champion, former heavyweight.
Simple. So what the fuck? So why is Wade saying all that? Why is he saying that Jake is going to be pissed off? Jake doesn't need to be pissed off. He's living his best life. Where's Jake? Jake is living his best life on the farm, bro. He got the respect already. He doesn't need to. We would just like to see him fight again. At least Usyk in MMA or something. But why do people keep saying that he needs the respect or is looking for the respect? He got it already. There were living, reigning world champions who were calling out Jake Paul. Maris Brides made a whole diss track on Jake Paul. Look. He was champion when he did this at cruiserweight.
The best boxer on the planet is
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul. End of discussion. We're done.
I mean, who's doing it?
And I'm going to prove that. That's the beautiful thing about this is I'm going to become a world champion because everyone said I couldn't and that I wasn't a real boxer.
Hey Jake, how about the real men's fight? I will put my belts on table. Do you want to?
He has belts. Maris Brides has multiple belts at cruiserweight. What are we doing? This is his official channel, bro. This is 2002. He had world champions calling him out in 2002, guys. Stop. He doesn't need the respect. He's got it.
Heavyweight champion. It was just too big of a jump, right? And he made it like there's a possibility if he fights again and breaks it again, now you can live forever.
Oh, fuck off with that. Let's hear what Wade has to say.
He's a heavyweight.
If you're in the weight class and you make the weight, then you've made the weight in the fight. Dog, he's calling fucking Benavidez a fat boy.
Callum Smith, Triple G. Man, a lot of.
If Benavidez was all the way...
All right, so, I mean, that's it. I mean, what is Wade saying? Let's see what Wade has to say.
A lot of.
It frustrate you when you've done so much good for the sport?
I think yes. I don't see anything bad about it.
Here's Canelo talking about the boogeyman, El Monstro.
So he doesn't have anything to say because there's nothing to be said. Jake already has a respect of Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Mike Tyson, Maris Brides, Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Artur Beterbiev. What are we doing? If these people are coming out to mention your name to fight you, you have their respect. So man, this is a nothing burger, bro. He made 28 minutes using Jake Paul's name. Good YouTubing. I wish Wade all the best, but I mean, it's a nothing burger. You can't still keep using Jake's name to get views and still say that Jake doesn't have the respect and he's pissed off that he hasn't gotten the respect. He has the respect already. It's documented that he has the respect. Daniel Dubois is a current champion. Artur Beterbiev is a champion. Terence Crawford is a champion, undefeated. Marius Brides was a champion when he called him out. So what the hell are we talking about, bro? That being said, leave a like, subscribe. Jake #1. I'll see you all in the next video. Out.
Do you wanna take a bite? Looks like you're scared, you little bitch boy. Kid, pick up the phone and put down your toys. Looks like you have a little monkey balls, only hanging around with the Pornhub dolls. Oh, I'm sorry, I guess that was your girl. She's trying to find your nuts like a little squirrel. I promise I will shut your dirty little mouth. I play with you 1 round and I knock you out. I will show the world that your fights was set up. I punch you so hard that you won't be able to get up. Just don't get up, Jake. Just don't get up. Hey, Jake. Just don't get up. I punch you so hard you won't be able to get up.